Welcome, Dominic, to the NFT Podcast. And how are you? Where are you from?
Thank you. Apart from my hair being messy and long, I think I'm quite well. Um, I'm currently living in the Czech Republic. I'm a student. I'm still 16 years old, and I would like to share the little I know about NFTs and maybe social media with you today, and
That
of course with the viewers.
that's great. So we are going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about how to build a brand on Instagram, because so that is your main page on NFT House, and you've got more than 8,000 followers, and it seems a great number, and I see it growing very fast. So how it started and how it started like your journey in NFTs so soon, and how it started the idea to like open this page.
Well, I pretty much started with NFTs back in February, I think it was. I discovered NFTs, I think randomly, just scrolling through the internet, and um, I found it interesting that you can literally own uh, like digital artwork and buy it with cryptocurrencies. Maybe I got to NFTs because of cryptocurrencies as well, because I was interested in the cryptocurrencies before, and Ethereum and Bitcoin, and it's kind of crazy these days. It's sort of a bubble, I would say, but yeah, that's pretty much how I discovered NFTs too. And yeah, so you can buy videos and GIFs on marketplaces, and I found that very interesting, and that's pretty much how I got into NFTs. And I also have my own personal interest into art because I myself draw and paint and do like graphic design a little bit as well. So yeah, I was always kind of one foot into the art world, and NFTs were an opportunity for me to finally, become a bigger part of the community. And NFT House is the result of all this, pretty much.
Great, great. So NFT's house, and okay, let's talk about NFT's house. What do you do on your page?
Yeah, NFT House is pretty much an art gallery, even though I don't really like to call it an art gallery because it's more of a theme page. If you know what a theme page is, it's on Instagram, that people um, reshare like photos or videos on certain themes. You can have dogs, cats, or even um, art as well, and I found NFTs to be kind of there were no theme pages pretty much back in the day, back in February. So I took it as an opportunity to create a page myself, and today there are hundreds, I would say, of these pages. And yeah, so what I do on NFT House, to answer your question, I reshare pretty much other people's artworks, and I also communicate with artists themselves and try to help them with entering to the NFT world, and uh, give them advice if they need any, if I'm able to
Yeah,
answer it, of course.
great. So yes, you say well there are a lot of them on Instagram, but not all of them, of course, are rising and like gaining followers and attention like yours. So like, what's your secret sauce? How are you building your brand behind NFT sauce? What does differentiate you from the others?
Yeah, I would say that I don't post as much as like some other pages do. There are NFT pages which have like thousands of posts or hundreds. I have merely 180 posts, I think, at the moment, something like that. And yeah, so I try to post like 3 to 2 artworks a day. So I try to be consistent every day. I've also noticed that a lot of these pages look almost the same, that you just come to the page and there's the artwork and that's it. But I thought it would be great if I made some sort of a template. And so I created like a template where you can see the name of the artwork and the artist and the marketplace also, and to kind of stand out from the crowd, to be to differentiate myself from the other pages. That's kind of my secret sauce. But I think I've also gained a lot from the the bubble that NFT has just grown into. Mostly because of people, of course, because of his great sale. Then NFTs were the biggest, I think. NFTs have been around since, I don't know, 2017, a long time ago, but only this year NFTs became what they are. And I think the public interest into NFTs has dropped a little bit. I can see it in my own analytics. I was getting a few weeks ago, I was getting like 200 to 300 people a day, new followers, and these days it's way less. It's growing way smaller. I don't think it's because I am inconsistent or that my content is getting
Yeah,
worse. I just think that people in general are there are less people getting into NFTs right now because it's not as talked about as it was, a few weeks ago
yeah.
because of people and because of big artists like musicians and so on who promoted very much NFTs.
Of course, yeah, and this is why this is the right moment to keep pushing and keep educating this community
That's right.
because it was like a crazy world. So we want like to build some fundamentals here and let it from the next bubble, let's say, or from the next drop in then the next big attention. Okay, so you're basically resharing artist post. Of course, I think that are you spending like money in marketing, something that, or you're just resharing post and not spending any money on that?
I'm just I have the I have the advantage of having like high quality artworks uh, without having to pay for them because it's not my own work. I'm basically stealing other people's work and then
Yeah,
sharing it
yeah.
uh,
And
with the
neither
community.
in
So
advertising. You're not spending neither in advertising. You're right.
no, it's all for free pretty much. Yeah.
And is there something else that you do like to build awareness upon your page in a sense like do you engage with other pages? Do you talk like in DM, in the comments? Is there something else that you do?
Yeah, so we have like a group in the DMs with like other 20 pages that are focused on NFTs, and we're trying to cooperate with each other and talk about the community and how we can help each other. And I think that's also a great part of this job or this hobby that you can communicate with different pages and help even more artists that way.
Great. So that's a great advice in the sense that there are a lot of some pages like you, but you are not like one against each other, but you've got a group and you talk with them and say, okay, we can improve this or improve that. And how do you usually like are you helping yourself inside this chat with the other pages? What do you do?
Um, we share different artists we like, or we share if we do like a giveaway or some sort of competition or something. We try to share each other and these events so that the most people see it. Yeah, and we also discuss NFTs in general, how the situation is, what the public is speaking about and so on. So
Great.
pretty much everything about NFTs, we just discuss it and help each other, like I said.
Great, great. Is there some giveaway idea that you like implemented in the last month that you did something?
Um, I haven't done a giveaway in a long time, actually. I'm kind of sad that I didn't do any, but I've done a giveaway. I've cooperated with an artist, and they gave their artworks pretty much into the giveaway, where we have been able to give three artworks to three different winners. Yeah, so giveaways in general, I think, are a great way where each and every person wins. I win because people share my page and what I do, and they have the opportunity to win an artwork pretty much for free. So I think giveaways are a great way to grow the account.
Great, great. How do you usually like find the artists that you post, in the sense like you spend your day on Instagram looking for them, or they write you, they say your page growing? How do you usually choose your artists and find them?
The artists usually come to me. Um, they mostly, just hit me up in the DMs, and I try to answer everyone. Of course, I cannot help everyone because I, choose the artworks that we post. We are, of course, looking for high quality, so we cannot just. I say we because I take NFT as like a bigger project, but at the moment it's only one person job. But yeah, I pretty much just pick the artworks myself and then make the post, and at the end of the day, just post it. The artists just hit me up, and I try to use or communicate with them about these cooperations. The giveaway that I've done was also it was initiated by me, but the artist was very happy to do it as well. So it's usually just mutual communication and agreement.
Cool, cool. And as a one job person, how much time and effort do you put inside this page? How many hours, like, per day, per week?
Um, I, I go to school, and I also do I also play basketball, and I do other stuff. So um, sometimes I barely am able to do the post, but I've been able to. Since the day I started the page, I haven't had a moment where I wouldn't be able to make a post. So I'm kind of happy that that I'm keeping up. But I spend usually like half an hour just looking for the artworks, and then I send it to my computer where I put it in the template that I made, and then I send it back to my phone and post it. That's pretty much what it is.
Great. So one, maximum 2 hours per day, and you're okay with this page.
Yeah.
And you spend also a lot of time, like, answering to DM, like another 30 minutes, I don't know, per day, or
Yeah,
less.
yeah, that's I also spend time, in the DMs. I don't answer the DMs right away. I
Yeah,
sometimes just answer them a day later because there's a lot of them
yeah, yeah.
sometimes, and
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
So yeah.
that seems like a great advice for young people as you, in the sense that start something your own by yourself, start your own business, let's say, when you're so young, and you just need 1 2 hours per day. And but if you are 16 and you like doing this like for 10 years, I don't know the count, but I know there are a lot of hours, and you can build a lot. And you are lucky and smart that you wanted to start this at your age, because I wanted like to do video, but I thought I didn't like have time. I wasn't motivated to do like a school, so I started later once I finished school. And so that's powerful to hear from you, like that you are 16. And would you like, so you say that you go to school, right? And would you like to teach NFTs at school? Would you like to have like a subject, NFTs and digital art, at school?
Uh, and if these are a fresh thing, and I doubt the teachers would be able to teach it. But yeah, I think it'd be very interesting, cryptocurrencies as well, put it into like some sort of a like finance, subject or something like that. That'd be very interesting. That's something I think we lack in the Czech Republic, that we don't have any finance oriented subject. Of course, we have art, but we don't cover like NFTs or digital art at all, pretty much. So that's kind of sad, but yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to see it implemented. Of course, it'd be great.
What's the problem? You can teach it.
Yeah,
Hey, they can
that's
say,
yeah, maybe.
"Hey teacher, can you like give me a few hours at the end of the year to like make some slide the presentation to my mates here? I will like do a short lessons of financial education because of course that's the problem, that's the basic problem. Because I also joined NFTs because I started study like finance. So because I discovered one day that I say, okay, I don't even know like how money works, and I was thinking, hey, why no one ever teach me at school about how money works? And after that, I started like investing, and then crypto, and then NFTs. So I think that they are, of course, correlated. The lack of financial education with the fact that we still don't even hear about NFTs at school. And do you think that like school should be like more attached to real life in the sense that would you really like to have like your professor to say, hey, what are NFTs? Who does someone in my class knows about NFTs? I don't know if like your teachers knows about that you have got an NFT page on Instagram. Do they?
They they definitely don't.
Okay.
They don't. It's for some teachers, internet itself is just a different world.
Yeah,
Right now, you can see that very well in distance schooling. That some teachers have problems with just using Microsoft Teams to make lessons. So introducing teachers to NFTs, that's just impossible. I think my teachers, in my experience.
yeah, yeah, of course. And do you think like that? Of course, without COVID, would you have like created a page like NFT House? No, or yes?
Mm, I think I have more time. Yeah, I do. But thanks to COVID, I've also started doing a lot of different stuff. I started teaching myself Spanish a little bit. I've also started studying economics a little bit, and I also entered like a program from Microsoft for students, which is like a 2-year program, and that's
That's
kind of time consuming as well. So yeah, I started doing a lot of more stuff. I don't know if I would have discovered NFTs if I just if it weren't for the quarantine. I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe it was just destiny.
got it. And what's this program from Microsoft that you do? What's the program you joined? Can you tell me more about it?
It's like a program for talented high schoolers where they pick 30 people a year to this program where they teach you about technologies and about, of course, their products. It's a little bit of marketing from their side also. But it's great work experience. You can put it into your portfolio,
Of
and
course.
it stands out very well also. And it's a great community of people who are like-minded and like to grow, mentally
That's
and learn
great.
about technologies.
That's great. Man, you really do a lot of stuff, and I'm really proud of you that you also joined this Microsoft program. And what's like your advice for people of your age and maybe your classmates that maybe are struggling with school at the moment? What's your advice?
Um, just be curious and do what you love to do. If you really like to do something, then just pursue it and uh, talk with people, communicate with people who are in the field that you're interested in. If you're interested in art, then try to use social media. We have the power of social media. You can search literally professionals who can help you in this. And yeah, just do what you love, and then you might as well be able to work a job that you love to do.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. We can of course like digital natives. We can like start our own work nowadays on Instagram or any other like social like YouTube here. Are you going like to also of course you're going to grow on Instagram, but are you going like to move in other platforms? Do you have any other program, any plans for your Instagram page, for your brand in general? What do you want to do next, like this year?
Yeah, I have some big ambitions, I think. I wanted to get more people into NFT House, so I wouldn't just do it myself, but that's kind of a thing for the future. Um, I already have like a Twitter account for NFT House, but I still haven't started posting there, because I just it's time consuming, to do all this stuff. So maybe soon. Yeah, I want to grow NFT into something bigger, NFT House into something bigger. Um, and like I said, get more people in, uh, maybe create a website or something, sell my own NFTs. We'll see what the future brings.
That's great. So if you ever like are going to create a company inside the NFT space, what are you going like to do in this company? If you ever thinking
Mm,
about it, in which like stage or space of the NFTs world are you would you like to play and work the most?
mm, you mean like the type of artworks I would?
No, like in this type of industry, in a sense, like more gaming, more
Oh,
exhibitions, more like
industry.
showcasing, more like, I don't know, art. So just building your art. What would you like to do the most?
I would like to collect art as well and maybe do some sort of exhibitions. We'll see. I haven't really thought about this too much, because I have like 8,500 followers at the moment, but it's still pretty small. Maybe sometimes in the future when it gets bigger, then I will start thinking about this
That's
a little
great.
more.
That's great. And yeah, you talked about exhibition. And maybe you know something about exhibitions in the NFT space that you want to share with us. How do you, because what you are doing with your page is an exhibition of NFTs, but it's something that seems like it's, of course, it's great, but it's not something that I think we're going to see like in 10 years. So what do you think that we're going to see like in 10 years in the exhibition of the art, of digital art, thanks to NFT space?
Yeah, that's um, the great thing about. Um, let me start over. Um, just I think 10 years from now, there will be virtual reality will be way more spread a bit, between like the public, and virtual worlds will be way bigger, and there will be way more. Will be more of these worlds, like Decentraland or crypto voxels are doing right now, is that they're pretty much building virtual worlds where you can go and check out NFT artworks, and you can even buy land. You can go to OpenSea and buy land in these virtual worlds and build your own gallery. So I think that's the future for NFTs. Maybe sometimes in the future there will be like real world galleries where you can display
Yeah.
NFTs, uh, which is an interesting idea. But yeah, who knows?
Great. I saw that some companies like Non-Origin are they built like their exhibition gallery, like the sort of museum inside. I think like it was Crypto Voxels or the Central and the ones that you mentioned before, and that's pretty cool inside there. And do you think like that you're going to build your own in a sense? Do you want to like to transfer everything that you're doing into NFTs house in the central head, or like this this war world, virtual world?
I would love to make my own gallery, but um, maybe at some point in the future where I own more artworks, I wouldn't do it with artworks I don't own. I would do it with my own collection, like NFT House collection. I think that'd be great. And also when more people get into these virtual worlds, because right now it's still in the beginning.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I would love to do it sometime in the future.
Yeah, yeah. There are few. I read that there are few thousands of people inside these war worlds, and of course you need a VR headset. Do you have one? No or yes?
Actually, you don't need a VR headset. I mean, for Decentraland,
Ah,
I
yeah. For
was
Decentraland,
in.
yes, yes. For Somnium Space, yeah. There's another way I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't own a VR headset at the moment, but like I said, sometimes in the future when VR headsets will be more spread out and cheaper to buy, then I would love to get one and start building something in the virtual world.
Yeah, and of course showcase your own collection. Do you already have like some NFTs? Do you buy some NFTs? Have you got your own collection, or you're still like waiting for the better opportunities?
Yeah, I've got some NFTs because some artists, I do promotions for artists. That's what I do. I reshare their work, but sometimes it's repeated, and I charge money for the repeated promotions. For the first ones are free, but then I do sort of like in exchange in some way they can pay with NFTs their own artwork, so they can send the artwork to me, and I can then reshare their work. And I've already got messages that these artists have been successful with selling after I share their works, and I'm happy that I could help them this way. So yeah, I've received some NFTs from artists as like payment for the promotion. So I own like 5 or 6 artworks now.
That's a smart move. So don't pay me in Ethereum or in dollars, but pay me in NFTs. That's a smart move. And which are like, because you shared a lot of artists on your page, are there some in particular that you like prefer more than others, to say, oh, that's a huge artist and I want to like bet on him? Because of course buying and owning an NFTs of an artist, of someone, it also means in a certain way like invest in his career, believe in what he does. Is there something in particular, someone in particular from your post that pop up to your mind that catch your attention and say, okay, this is one I really like?
Do you mean like a specific artist
Yeah,
who
yeah, yeah, specific artist.
um I believe in all artists I share. I think all of them are great, and I believe in their future. That's why I help them.
That's great. That's great, of course. And I'm going like to share, of course, in the description your contacts and your NFTs template that you use for the showcasing of your post on Instagram. And so, thank you very much for coming here today and showing us how you're building your brand on Instagram. I wish you the best of luck, and soon you're going to be like at 10,000, so you unlock the magic swipe up on Instagram, and you can do a lot of stuff. What's like the first thing you're going to do with the swipe up on Instagram? Have you thought about it?
I would like to get the swipe up because it's not guaranteed that you will get it after 10,000, But I would love to get it, and then when I get a swipe up, I hope I can, the artworks I share, I can just share the link to them, and people can directly from my stories go to the artwork and buy it, which is awesome. I'm excited to get it sometimes.
That's great. So from an exhibition gallery, you also become like a store for the artist.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's great. So thank you for coming here today, Dominic, and see you soon.
Thank you so much.